Discuss with the load forecasting and load shedding. This is important topic because in when you do electrical engineering, you should know the what is load forecasting and load shedding. Okay, in the subject that is power system planning, you will get the topic that is load forecasting and also load shedding. Okay, first we will see that what is load forecasting. The estimation of the active load at various load buses in the advance is commonly known as load forecasting. Usually, you can think that what is forecasting? That means forecast. That is future. Okay, if we want to build a house, then how much amount we require? Okay, how much amount we require, and what are the requirements to build a house? Okay, estimate. Okay, this is a estimate, future estimate. What how much generation we require and what are the requirement demand. Okay, what is the demand and how much generation is there. Okay, that is a load forecasting. A load forecasting plays an important role in power system planning, operation, and also control. Okay, this is important because if, for example, we don't know what is tomorrow. Okay, we don't know how much load requirement for tomorrow. Then how can you generate that? Okay, before going to that, we need load forecasting. Okay, that's why they say that load forecasting plays an important role in power system planning, operation, and also control. Okay, and load forecasting technique is a technique used by power companies. Why? To predict the power or energy needed to balance the supply and the load demand at all the times. Okay. Mm, we need to balance supply and also load demand. Day by day we are using electricity more and more. Okay, population increasing, load also increasing, electricity requirement increasing, because nowadays we are using electricity by electricity. Okay, for fridge, for washing machine, for even for cooking also we use electronic devices. So we need a more generation and more demand is there. So we should forecast for that. What expectation, future estimate we should have. Okay, for proper balance between supply and also load demand. So load forecasting is a technique. It is an important role in power system. Okay, it is a technique used by power companies. Okay, to predict the power or energy needed to balance the supply and load demand at all the times. Next, purpose of load forecasting. You can think that why we need load forecasting? For proper planning of the power system and for proper planning of a transmission and distribution facilities. How much generation should increase and how much the facilities we are giving to the customers. Okay, we are giving to the consumers. For proper planning of transmission and distribution facility also important. Okay, for proper power system operation without this uninterruption. Okay, always consumer expect that continuity of supply. Okay, for that we need to plan that. Okay, for proper power system operation and for proper financing also, for proper manpower development and for proper grid formation and for proper electrical sales. Next, classification of load forecasting. You can think that if we want to forecast, that is a demand forecasting, and in that energy forecasting. What is a demand forecasting? This is used to determine the capacity of the generation, transmission, and distribution system additions. That is, future demand can be predicted on the basis of fast rate of growth of demand from past history and government policy. This will give the expected rate of growth of load. Okay, demand forecasting. What is the demand of any consumer or industry industries. Okay, demand forecasting. Tomorrow, what is the demand? If any functions or any celebrations, any Deepavali or New Year's, then more lights will be there and demands, and that demand, okay, demand of the consumer or demand for the today or tomorrow. Okay, this is used, demand forecasting is used to determine the capacity of generation and also transmission and distribution system additions. Future demand can be predicted on the basis of what? Past rate of growth of demand from a past history and government policy. Okay, this will give the expected rate of growth of load. And what about energy forecasting? This is used to determine the type of facilities required. Okay, because nowadays we are concentrating more on solar. Okay, we are concentrating more on renewable energy sources, because non-renewable energy sources are not. It is not permanent. Okay, if you go on using the non-renewable energy sources, then in one day we won't get the fuel. Okay, so we are more concentrating on renewable energy sources, that is solar, wind. Okay, like that we go for the renewable. So fuel requirement, this is used. Energy forecasting is used mainly to determine the type of facility, that is how much fuel requirement is required. Okay, in future. Next, types of load forecasting, in that short term, medium term, long term. Short term means 1 hour to week, and medium term means month to year, and long term means over 1 year. Short term forecast. Short time forecast is done for a day to day operation, to ensure that generation capacity for a week and for maintaining the required spinning reserve. Hence, it is usually done 24 hours ahead of when the weather forecast for the following day, because available from the meteorological office. Application of short time load forecasting, that is STFR, to meet the short term demand with the most economic commitment of generation sources, to assess the power system security based on the information available to the dispatchers, to prepare the necessary corrective action. Okay, this is a short time, 1 week or 1 day to day operations. Okay, short time forecast. Medium term forecast. This forecast is done for 5 to 6 years and they play a major role while planning the size of a power plant and construction and installation of the equipment in power plants. Applications of medium term load forecast is that estimation of fuel, and when you consider the medium term forecast, you need to concentrate on more on fuel, because we are planning for 5 to 6 years, so fuel is more important, that is coal, diesel, water, etc. Okay, for the estimation of peak power and energy requirement for each month of the coming year. Okay, next, long-term forecast. Long-term forecast may extend over a period of 20 years or more, okay, in advance, in order to facilitate various plans like the preparation of maintenance schedule of the generating units, plan for future expansion of the generating capacity, enter into the agreements for energy interchange with the neighboring utilities. Okay, why they are dividing like short, medium, long term? Okay, long term forecast is how much generation, because in earlier days we used to use the equipments without it, and that is we are used to use we use electronic devices. Nowadays it is increased electronic devices. Okay, in before days, in earlier days, electronic devices was not updated so much. Okay, we were not updated so much by using for using electricity. Okay, nowadays we are depend on totally electricity. Okay, even a mobile, a laptop, when you consider the even home, smart home. Okay, smart city, smart everything we require in we require electricity. we require the generation. So day by day we are concentrating on more electricity only. Okay, we are so we need generation. So demand is increasing day by day, so generation also should increase day by day. So for that, long term forecast in 20 years what happens, okay, in 20 years or 5 years or 7 years, 10 years, okay, the load and the demand both will be increasing. Okay, the generation should increase and also load will be increasing, population will be increasing. So it will be generation increases and generation should increase, and also population and the load demand will be increasing. So we should match and we should the balance with them, balance the supply and the demand. Okay, so for that long time forecast, okay, they here the preparation of maintenance schedule of the generating units, plan for future expansion of the generating capacity. If it is, if any generating plant is producing that 1 kilowatt, for example I am saying, if it is producing 1 kilowatt, then in future it may increase, demand may increase for 2 kilowatt, then we need to increase the generation capacity. So then only we can give to supply to the consumers. Okay, so we should increase depending on the demand. Okay, in future, this is the long term forecast. In load forecast approach, that is first is peak load approach. In this approach, the simplest way is to extrapolate the trend curve, which is obtained by plotting the past values of annual peak against year of operation. The following analytical function can be used to determine the trend curve. That is, first is straight line, y is equal to a plus bx, parabola, s curve, exponential, and jump paths. In all these functions, y is represents that peak load and x represent that years. Okay, energy approach. In this approach, the annual energy sales is forecasted to different classes of customers like residential, commercial, industrial, etc. A detailed estimation of factors such as the rate of building a house, sales of electrical appliances, and growth in industrial and commercial activities are required in this method. Next, we shall go with the load shedding. You are interested, right? What is load shedding? What is load shedding? Load shedding is the deliberate and selective dropping of electrical load in accordance with a pre-planned program. Or we can say in another way, the act or practice of temporarily reducing the supply of electricity to an area to avoid overloading the generators. Okay. In heading only it is there, load shedding. Okay, we will divide which is more important, electricity which is more demand, peak demand, for them we will give, and we will power cut for some areas. That is what they have written here, load shedding, the act or practice of temporarily reducing the supply for some areas. We will cut the power. Okay, we will not supply power to the some areas, and we will match the generation and demand. Okay, why we will do like this? The act or practice of, if we have not done, what happens? It will be overloading to the generators. Causes for load shedding. Load shedding happens when there is not enough electricity available to meet the demand of all customers, and an electricity utility will interrupt the energy supply to certain areas. This rotational load shedding was caused by extreme cold weather and a high demand for the power at the time. Thank you.